Good day, my name is Ilukwe Emmanuel. I am a materials management consultant. I have been into consulting for quite a while now, and I do come up with simple materials management solutions for materials management process owners. Today I have solutions for inventory management process owners, be you inventory manager or inventory officer, or store managers or store officers, as we call ourselves. So we have the use of Excel, though in an advanced manner, for your ease or automated transactional processes. Let us go straight to what we have right in front of us. Now, there are certain books that are being kept by the inventory process owners. We have the material list, which has a list of all materials available or out of stock. As long as they have been used by your company, there is a list of them maintained. We also have the vendor list, a list of vendors, past or present. We also have goods receipts, either current transactions or old transactions or past transactions rather. So we maintain our goods receipt here. Goods issue likewise, either current or past, is maintained here. We have scrap, books for scrap, maintaining items that have been scrapped. We also have transfers, items transferred. We also have sales, items sold. If you have sales departments or sales functionalities ongoing in your company, and items in your possessions are sold, so you keep record of them as well. Then we have returns, item returned in. Then we have warehouse. This is an overview of what you have in your stock. Okay, then we also have certain notes that have been issued in and out of your store. We have good GRN, we have the SIS, we have the waybill. We have several kinds of waybill anyway, but I splitted them into two: transfer waybill and as well sales waybill. So these are some of all documents that we maintain in our inventory units. Okay, let's see what we have that we are proposing for your usage. A little bit of automation. Here we have several tabs for several activities. Doesn't necessarily mean that we cannot configure them to just be in one or two tabs or three tabs, but we want ease understanding, so we separated them. Later on, we are going to have them all brought together into one or two tabs. Okay, let's see what we have as proposed. Okay, material list. Here we keep the list of all materials. So I'll quickly just keep a list of one or two materials. I will say item code 1000 for bulb. I will be a bit specific. I will say bulb 60 watts. Then I can say unit of measure for bulb is this, alternate is this. I can say buying price for bulb is 600 naira, selling price is entered 800 naira. I'm just suggesting. I'm using naira because this is Nigeria. Okay, so we have valuation class. I could call this bulb, then I could call the material type electrical material. I could call the material group electrical as well, trying to be fast because of time. Store location, I could say this is kept in electrical store. Price control, I could say this is standard. Both the price control and this valuation class are well acquainted with our finance department, so they are going to provide us certain information as well. So date of creation is the day that the item was coming for the very first time into your store, so you maintain the date as well. Date of creation, we could say 7/11 2018, trying to be very fast. Okay, let us assume that this item is being received. First, I will show you an overview of the vendor list. Let's assume these are the vendors we have, these are their codes, and these are the names, address, and some information that we maintain for the vendor. We did not specify if they are local or foreign vendors, and some others. Then some conditions that vendors do meet, we have not specified them here. Okay, so let's assume we are receiving this item. The very first thing we should consider when receiving is what we reference, what we are referencing. It could be a purchase order number, it could be any number. So here, let's just keep a number. REC received 001, for example. What day? I could use my dates here. Okay, so then I will say item code. We are receiving same item. You can see it's populating from the material list. That's our master data. Items, the data maintained in the material list is populating in subsequent usage. So we can see we are receiving this quantity, 800 pieces of this bulb. This is the material price maintained. Let's assume this is received by Jane, approved by Collins, vendor name. I could pick a drop down list of the vendor, like I said. So let's say we are using David and Co. Any other fields to be maintained? No. So immediately let's check somewhere our warehouse and enter our code. This code is populated. 800 items have been 800 of this item have been supplied. So we'll quickly see what next. This is receipt. We could just rush down through to our GRN. Let's maneuver through what we have here. A GRN, and the vendor is, I think it's 2000, David and Co. So what did we supply? We say this reference is this. So these are the items supplied. Let's look at the details. Now supplied, received by Jane, approved by Collins, as we say 480,000. So this is it. So here we can print, we can preview, we can see, very beautiful. Can preview, and then we can save as PDF. Okay, beautiful. So let's quickly dash down to the next item is goods issue. So let's assume we are issuing from this item. Let's say it's ISS 001, and the date could be today's date as well. Then item code 1000. You say it's populating, so we are redrawing 20, issued by Daniel, approved by Emmanuel, received by Binta. Department could be account, any other information. Okay, issue of 20 pieces of pop, 60 watts. Okay, if this is all, don't forget we can maneuver with our tabs. We can still have the same functions here by printing and others. So let's quickly just look at our SIS for what we have maintained. Reference 1 populated. You can see Binta, account, department, and others. So the rev for the consumption is this. You can see the item, so quickly see what has happened here. Emmanuel, Daniel, this is fine. So let's rush down to after goods issue. We have scrap. Let's assume we are scrapping it. Okay, first let's look at the warehouse stock. You can see 20 items has been. Okay, remember we have a radar level of 50, and what happens if our radar level is 800? Our radar level is 800. You know, 800 is what we have here as total purchased. If our radar level is 800, what happens? 800. You see, this line is now green. Whatever you find as green has reached its radar level, except it's not in stock at all. Just like these fields you find here, we don't have any item for them. So any item you maintain with your stock balance above your radar level will be highlighted white, but if it's within your radar level or below, it will turn green. So we've done that. So let's keep maintaining our 50. I could take this one off since we don't have anything. So this is what we have. So scrap. Let's assume we are scrapping SCR001, date of, let's assume it's today's date, and item code of 1000. This is it, and quantity of this, let's say 7. So scrap by Peter, scrap resin broken, remark bad, something like that, for example. So like I said, we could maneuver from here, or we can still have same function here. So let's see. Next we have transfers. So let's assume we are transferring. So we could say transfer as TRA001, and this could be same thing. Then we have item code 1000. We are transferring 2 pieces away, and we say is issued by Peter, approved by Daniel, issued to Amanda, but received by Sir Stanley. Any other information, destination America, for example. Remark, thank you, for example. Thanks. Okay, so let's quickly look at our way before transfer, what we have done. Very first item is this, populated. You can see it's going to America, and our reference is this, populated. So we could just see what we have done down here, Daniel, Peter. So this is beautiful. We could still maneuver from here, we could still do some certain parameters from here. So let's see if the stock, you can see transfer is 7. So let us see sales. If we are selling, let's say SAL, and date is this, and item code is 1000. Okay, if I put 1999, you can see no information coming from the master data because nothing is maintained. So 1000, you can see. So let's say we are selling 90 pieces, and we sold is Selma, and approver is Emmanuel. So I'm just giving you certain information. Customer is Peter and Sons, and then received by Orlando. Okay, so remark, thank you. You can put anything you want. So since this is maintained, like I said, you could maneuver from here, you could do certain from printing parameters here. So let's see our sales way bill. So we enter this and we do this. Oh, this SAL doesn't really make any sense. So we could do 001. So let's look at it now. Sales way bill 001. Where are you? 001. Okay, this is it. So we do the reference. Let's look at it very well. Sales. This line item is this reference SAL 001. So we look at it again. Right now. SAL 001. We'll come back and find out why it's not working. So let's scroll down and look at this. This is fine. Okay, this is fine, and you could do a lot of parametering work here. You could print, you could preview, and others. So this is beautiful. So this is the, now why are we doing this? You can see total sold. Oh, return, we've forgotten about return. Let's assume this is RAT 001. We could say the date is this, and the item code is 1000, and quantity is 90. It's coming back, returned by, if you go through, if it is sales or transfers or issue, you could put the exact information here. So I'm just giving you, let's say this is Elinda, approved by Elta, department could be mechanical, received by Roslyn, and remark not fit. Probably that's why it's being returned. So if we'll then check your stock, you see it's returned, and this is the current stock level. So this is beautiful. Now why are we doing this? Like I was about saying earlier, for those companies that are actively using Excel and aspire to have a software sooner or later, there is need for you to keep your record in a very, very good shape, so that by the time you acquire the software, there will be ease in data migration. Note this: unsuccessful software deployment projects has a great percentage of faults or pointers to the data migrated into the software. So it is preferable that all your process owners are well equipped with their present day function, using the tools they use in keeping their records now adequately. So there is need for training, retraining of your process owners, so that when the software arrives and is deployed, it doesn't get failed from the word go or from inception. So this is the reason why we are bringing this thing to you. Get it, train yourself, equip yourself for tomorrow's sake. Otherwise, you will have a software and you will not use it adequately, because it would have been garbage in use, then garbage out. Thank you very much. Our numbers are on the screen, email address as well, but I can drop you a note just in case you may have not seen it. Notepad. Once again, my name is Ilukwe Emmanuel. Email eilukwe@gmail.com. Phone +23480